Fair. Sorry, we had a little Verizon issue with the metal roof above us. Didn't seem like it really wanted to let us out. So we are back for the 4-H FFA Meat
A
Goat
very
Show.
deep class here as I look at these three medium weights. And a lot of this, I believe, comes down to what you like. What's the type of package that you're looking for here today as we look at our weathers. And the one that leads off the class here, I think, gives us the most complete package. Not to take away any from the ones in second and third. Both, I would say, bodybuilders in type. This one hits you with the pretty, and as it enters the arena, when it does want to walk, it does glide across the arena, which is fantastic. And then when you get a handle on it and you get over top of it, you have oodles of definition of power there. A wonderful tie-in of, like I said, pretty and muscle both. Look forward to seeing that one back here in just a little bit. The one that comes up here in second, like I said earlier, a bodybuilder, right? And there's a lot of similarities that you can draw between our one in second and our one in third. The one where how our one in second edges out over the other is really from that last rib back, just getting a little bit more definition out of that lower leg. Big across the top, large rolling into that loin, and really pretty clean fronted. Just doesn't tie it all in together as the one it does in first. And then our one here in third, again, just a solid overall class. Just a circumstance of maybe didn't just show enough definition here today, but overall a wonderful weather goat.
That's a pretty tough class of, there was three in the class, but they were all very
Medium
evenly
weight
matched.
champion goes
just
to
little
Avery
tidbits
Pitzer,
of difference between the three.
Daufeldt.
I pretty much agreed with them from
Next
my
up is
personal
our first class of
opinion,
heavyweight
but
weathers
now we're going to get into, that was your champion
with
middleweight
4
as well.
entries.
And then we'll get into, I think there's 2 classes of heavyweight weathers, yes. And then they'll come back and pick a champion overall weather. And they actually do top 5. So I'm curious to how they'll do that. So this will have Sawyer Clausen, who's independent 4-H. Brady Blake, who's from Wilton FFA. Hadley Ray from Wilton FFA, and Hunter Jones from Wilton FFA as well. Ranging in weight from 94 pounds to 99 pounds. Lining them up head to tail now. The judge will take one last look, get his hands on them to see what kind of conditioning they have.
And I'll tell you, folks, again, as many of you may know, I am not a farm boy at all. The closest I really ever been to corn is driving down the highway. And this just amazes me. I mean, these guys look like, we've got some 15-pound dogs. They're kind of a pain to wrangle a little bit. And these guys are like the 100-pound version. And they seem like they've got a little bit more of their own mind.
Yes. Like I say, it does take a lot of work and practice to get them to be somewhat,
Yeah, we got one being a little excitable there.
Yeah. Another pretty evenly matched class. I'm leaning towards the one in second myself, but that's just me. Second place as your class winner, but I can't get my hands on them from out here, so I can't tell you what they feel like. As conditioning wise, you know, how much meat they got in them and how far down it goes. And
So, folks, if you're at home watching, don't forget, tonight, later on, you have the Queen Contest Round 5. Stock car races kicking off at 7.
yep.
You've got Monica Austin in the beer garden tonight.
Beer
from
garden.
Muscatine.
Yep.
Busy night tonight. Tomorrow kicks off early with the cattle show.
No.
Or no.
Pig show.
Pig show.
Pig
Yep,
show.
pardon me. I'm a day ahead.
A good start to our heavyweights here. I'll be honest, this guy grew on me the longer that we started to work through him. Where he shines for me is really his front saddle. So we're talking from that last rib forward. This guy has a lot of really cool parts. I think he's very clean as he gets pushes that. He's really pretty square with the world. He's great as you come over top of him. Pretty wide in his shoulders. Pretty great across his rack. Where he starts to fall apart for me just a little bit is when he start working his way back. Would love to see a little bit more leg definition in him. Want to see his pins broke out just a little bit more. But overall, a good weather. We jump to the one in second. The one in second has some similar qualities where our one in first ties them all together. He also has a really pretty explosive rack to him. Maybe not as clean in the front, but just the pieces and parts are there. It just doesn't really tie them all together there. A little less lower leg than the one who takes the class, but overall, solid leather goat here. As we start rolling into our one in third, I think conditioning starts to be a bit of a concern here. I think he might be carrying just a little bit as he rolls into the fair here this year. So I think some of that starts to affect him a little bit. He needs a little bit more definition. Would love to see a little bit more pop out of him. Has some quality marks about him, but is